Well, the great thing today was seeing so many people who I grew up with as a fan of television, watching them, and thinking one day, would I ever have a chance to be anywhere even near their league? And to be up on a stage with some of the most amazing wardrobe designers and Joanne Worley and other stars and people in costuming and set direction and producing, is just suddenly realizing you're part of a large tradition. And maybe someday, someone who was not in law enforcement will try and catch up with me. When someone asks you your name, one of the very first questions they then ask afterward is, where are you from? What's your history? Because where you come from defines who you are. And to understand where we are in television now, it's very helpful to have a perspective on it, to know what our history is, know what our hidden language is. And the Academy has been doing a great job at preserving that history so that we know then who we were and know who we are now. The first thing I saw on television was an animated Max Fleischer Superman cartoon.
Ah, really?
Yeah, and it blew my mind. Television has transformed my life. I mean, I was always a kid who moved around from town to town, every 6 to 8 months, a different city, different state, New Jersey, California, Texas, Illinois. And the kids were always different, the schools were always different, the area was always different. But the characters on the TV show were always the same. And for me, television and those characters and those stories became home. It gave me continuity that I didn't have otherwise. And to this day, television is, for me, continuity. It is home. One that stands out the most was the continuity provided by the Twilight Zone TV series. Because Rod Serling's voice was so clear in those shows that turning them on, I felt like I know where I am, now I know who that is. TV is good at providing role models. We look at the Cartwrights and Bonanza. We look at Carol Burnett show and the wholesomeness of that, and the family that they created for the other actors on that show and how they got along with each other. It really has, in general, formed a sense of home and community for the actors, for myself, and for the nation. We all bond over moments we see on television, whether it's 40 years ago or yesterday. Twitter's good for keeping in touch with your audience, but it's also a great distraction if you're a writer. My job is to stay at the keyboard and get stuff done. But then I see a tweet, I should respond to that. And 2 hours later, crap, I'm still there. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in an afterlife. So for me, all that survives me is the work. And to know that when I'm gone to dust, my shows will still be on the air, the movies will still be available, people will be hearing the words that I've written. That gives me a certain confidence that when the game is called on account of darkness, I'll be okay with it.